How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to repair error code 8301 on my brother's player here. I'm also going to clean the jog wheel because I can feel it's not smooth and it's got probably dust and debris in there from years of use. Him and his better half is both DJs, and it gets a lot of action. First of all, you'll remove your volume knob. What I do is I just set my stuff up in an egg crate, just label it to help you remember the process of how it pulls off. You'll have a one screw right here, right below the end, a Pioneer on the back. And then you'll have one screw right here on the front. Then by each of the legs, you'll have a screw. Just remove all four. And after removing all four, the top should come right off. Be careful because it has a ribbon cable attached. So lift it off like that. Here's your ribbon cable. Just gently remove it. Be careful not to bend it, and try to keep your hands off the contacts there. And after you do that, the lid's off. Now on the jog wheel assembly, you'll have screws going around the perimeter of it. They'll have a black head. You also need to remove this ribbon cable to work on it, but we'll have to take out this board first, and you don't want to pull on this one. This edge is not meant to come out. You'll remove it from this edge here. And also, if you're going to be have it apart and going to be cleaning it up, go ahead and check your caps, your capacitors. These are these right here. And heat and age always stresses them out. Look around the bottom for any leakage, and the swollen cap, it'll have a swollen top on the cap, and it'll normally be bulged up. You can feel it with your finger, and you can check your small caps too. And it just has some resistors and diodes on it. Not much going on here. Also, while you have it apart, I would suggest cleaning your laser lens, which I'll be doing. And that wire here is a ground, signal ground to your chassis here. Just remove it. You'll have 4 screws right there, right there, right there. Lift them off, and you can get to your laser assembly. Just take a Q-tip and moisten it with some alcohol. Rub ever so lightly on the laser lens. You'll see it's a little glass ball looking thing, and be very gentle on the top of it. Clean it off and take you some canned air and spray all the dust out of the system, which you can see this one's pretty dusty. And just do a cleaning. My brother's a clean freak, so I'm not surprised the outside's clean, but the insides, you have to pull them apart to clean them correctly. And also he said there was a disc. It wouldn't let the disc come out, so maybe have some dust around the worm gears here. What we'll do is go ahead and pull these out. Also suggest using a magnetic head screwdriver while doing this, so it doesn't fall down in the casing. It isn't that hard to get out, but if you drop one in there, you got to take it and flip it upside down. It's just a big hassle. Now also to remove the the drive assembly, if like I'm going to be doing working on the worm gears, you'll have the support brackets here have these little rubber, let me get this, my finger's too big, these little rubber bushings here that hold the it's the anti-vibration. You can see as I push on it how it flexes, allows the disc to flow smoothly while you're spinning the jog wheel. And here's your assembly here. We'll be taking this apart, and remember to take you'll have a ribbon cable here on the back, which if you have hemostats, it's best for some nice needle nose pliers. And just remove this wire, this flat cable here. It's called a ribbon cable, and you'll remove this little white plug here, and then it just pops right out after we remove the 4 screws on the drive assembly. And you'll have retention springs. As you can see them here, they're clipped to this little plastic piece that also helps in the movement of the system, as you see. And be careful whenever you take them off, because they're under load. And again, I would use hemostats because it's a lot easier to do. You can adjust your tension on them to where it'll hold itself. Just grab the little flat part on there, pull up. Repeat the same process on this side. There we go. Now remove the silver-headed screws down on their rubber bumpers. And what I'll probably do, guys, is take all the boards off and flip them over. These boards here, these here, and flip them over and check on my components on the bottom. See if there's any type of you don't want to say damage, because most DJs take excellent care of their stuff, and their hands are washed before they start messing with it. But there is sweat and dust involved, especially whenever you get down to your serious playing. And some venues, if you're playing in venues, are extremely hot. Okay, now we'll remove these springs on the front. Okay. Now we're going to remove the ribbon cable I told you about in the back. And do a little white board. Alright. Now you have this cable here that needs to be removed, and you'll remove this from the bottom. And we'll do that on another video, guys, because I'm about out of time on this one. Peace out from Texas.